已经快傍晚了，大家在这儿持续关注中美经贸磋商，花了很长时间，大家辛苦了。那么今天呢，我想首先还要继续感谢这个东道主瑞典为热情接待中方经贸代表团，并且为中美在斯德哥尔摩的磋商提供的便利给予的支持，对此表示感谢。在过去的1天半时间里面，中美双方经贸团队根据两国元首6月5号通话共识，继续发挥中美经贸磋商机制的作用，就彼此关注的重大议题进行了深入、坦诚、建设性的交流。双方充分认识到维护一个稳定、健康的中美经贸关系的重要性，双方就彼此的宏观经济进行了全面、深入的交流。双方回顾了日内瓦、伦敦共识的落实情况，并给予了充分肯定。当然，双方也就彼此的重要经贸关切进行了坦诚的沟通。根据中美双方的共识，双方将继续推动美方已暂停的对等关税24%部分，以及中方反制措施继续如期展期。中美双方经贸团队将继续保持密切沟通，就经贸议题及时交流，继续推动双边经贸关系稳定健康发展。
Chaos, and maybe they used to have the wolf warrior diplomats, so maybe he thinks he's a wolf warrior. We don't know. Lower level trade person who was slightly unhinged here in August. I think his name is Li Guangdong, and threatening, saying that China would unleash chaos on the global system if the U.S. went ahead with our docking fees for Chinese ships. And this is clearly something that they were planning all along. I think that things can de-escalate, that we don't want to have to escalate. We have things that are more powerful than the rare earth export controls that the Chinese want to put on. And sir, to be clear, this is China versus the world. It's not a U.S.-China problem. Good news is that this is IMF week. A lot of my all my counterparts are here. We're going to be speaking with our European allies, with Australia, with Canada, with India, and the Asian democracies. And we're going to have a fulsome group response to this, because bureaucrats in China cannot manage the supply chain or the manufacturing process for the rest of the world.
What is a fulsome response? What does that mean?
We have lots of levers that we can pull for products that they need that could be equally damaging. We don't want to damage their economy. We don't believe that they want to damage ours, but they are a command and control economy, and they are going to neither command nor control us. And we're going to assert sovereignty, so are the Western allies. And part of this investment boom that we're seeing is President Trump wanted to reshore, and part of the reshoring is strategic. So we don't want to decouple with China. I don't believe they want to decouple, but this rare earth export control is a sign of decoupling.
But we need them, don't we?
Sorry?
We need those rare earth minerals, don't we?
We do.
I mean, that's leverage that they have on us.
We have lots of leverage on them, too. We unfortunately...
We have semiconductors, right?
Aircraft engines. Many minerals that are also important for their supply system. But what we learned during COVID was a test run for what we're seeing now in terms of bringing back strategic industries. So we have this big investment boom, and I would say 10, 15, 20% of it is bringing back 5 to 7 strategic industries that we need, whether it's pharma, whether it's semiconductors, whether it's shipbuilding, whether it's steel and rare earths. So this rare earths problem was decades in the making. Every past administration should be ashamed. President Trump tried to solve it in his last term, and the environmentalists threw a fit. So here we are. But again, I'm optimistic. We are now communicating at very high levels.
Like right now?
Right now.
With your counterpart? I think there was an effort to get you, there was a report today, there was an effort to get you with your counterpart in China, the vice premier.
There have been many outreaches, and a good thing, too, is China has, as they always do, a large delegation everywhere. They have a large delegation here at IMF World Bank Week. So
you're meeting with them?
They're working level meetings.
Okay.
As far as I know, President Trump is a go on that. But, again, we'll see. I think they have an excellent relationship, and the reason this didn't really escalate is the level of trust between the two leaders. So that's an enduring part of U.S.-China, and everything else stems from that.
Is it also because the market clearly does not want to see things get worse? I mean, we saw a big slide on Friday.
Yeah, I think this narrative, terrible Wall Street Journal today article, complete, that they're taking CCP dictation, that President Trump, he likes a high stock market, but he, like me, believes that the high stock market is a result of good policies. And it's the policies that we're talking about here today in terms of this CapEx boom. And so the stock market is a result. And if we have to take strong measures against the Chinese, it won't be because we won't negotiate because the stock market's going down. We will negotiate because we are doing what is best economically for the U.S.
CNBC interview just now, you name-checked a Chinese negotiator, Li Chenggang, I believe is how you pronounce his name, from the Ministry of Commerce, as somebody who's particularly difficult to deal with. Is it your sense that there's a split politically inside the Chinese negotiating team, or do you think you're dealing with sort of a strategic good cop, bad cop kind of a relationship on the other side of the table?
It's very difficult to know. Perhaps the vice minister who showed up here with very incendiary language on August 28th has gone rogue. Perhaps he's gone rogue. So we don't know, but we know. What we do never said, any backfilling that the Chinese are trying to do in terms of narrative, this was well flagged. This individual was very disrespectful, and I'll tell you that we've had 4 rounds of talks, Geneva, London, Stockholm, and Madrid, and both sides approached them with great respect, and this individual did not. He showed up uninvited in Washington and said, quote, China will cause global chaos if the port shipping fees. So I don't believe that China wants to be an agent of chaos, and maybe they used to have the wolf warrior diplomats, so maybe he thinks he's a wolf warrior. We don't know.